Welcome back. This is a topic that has inspired multiple Hollywood movies, but the story of Tennessee Sheriff Buford Pusser is still being written. I'm here with our very own Mark Kelly, who has special reports all day today on this topic, and we want to start with this very interesting tape that you found.
Yes, so we have this interesting tape that we found in our archives here at News 2, and we're going to play that right now. What you're seeing here is Sheriff Buford Pusser. We're talking most likely the early 70s there, in a show promotion that he was a part of with a performer there. That's Jim Harris Brown. And it was a 30-second clip that we found in our archives. Quite a find, but it shows, it's one of the very few pictures and actual video of the Sheriff Pusser that we have seen through this whole project. Now, for folks who are saying, who is that? Who is Buford Pusser? And a lot of people are saying that. If you're around in the 60s and 70s, it's a name you definitely know, but he was a famous sheriff in Tennessee, a sheriff in McNairy County, which is out in West Tennessee there. But it's he had an incredible story. I mean, he was known for crime fighting there in McNairy County. They were dealing with prostitution issues, gambling issues, bootlegging was a big concern as well. And he was really credited for coming in and cracking down on those crimes.
Yeah, and you spent some time in the county doing your research, talking with folks who are in that community. What was it like to be there?
So we actually went there 2 days last week. So we were in McNairy County for 48 hours, and there was a festival going on at the time, and I think we have some of that video right there. So every year, for years now, they've been doing the Sheriff Buford Pusser Festival. This is really essentially their county fair in a way, and they're celebrating this sheriff that lived more than 50 years ago for the great work that they credit him for cracking down on those crimes. He was a sheriff that became so famous in the 60s and 70s, they made a famous movie out of him as well about his life called Walking Tall, which actually was a very low-budget film initially, and did so well they ended up making a couple other films too. But the story that we've been working on also covers a darker side to this story, and it's about his wife, Pauline Pusser. That's who you're seeing there. Unfortunately, tragically, another reason why he became such a well-known name is his wife was tragically murdered. It was an ambush is the way the story went. For decades, they were both driving in the car, and these killers pulled up and fired. That's the story we've been hearing for decades. However, it is still a cold case. They never found the killers. And so recently, the TBI re-examined the case, taken a look at it again, exhumed the body, and that's what you're seeing here, some of the video from the Adamsville Cemetery there in McNairy. And they're looking into it to see if they could find who the killer is, because really it's remained a mystery to this day.
Wow, this is so interesting, and several of your stories have already aired today on News 2 on Good Morning Nashville. If you missed those and you want to get up to speed, they are on our website. Mark has been working hard for us, and there's even more stories to come later this afternoon, so we're looking forward to it.
An example in the 3 o'clock today, we're going to talk to Sheriff Pusser's granddaughter as well, so watch News 2 at 3 for that. And the current sheriff, too, will be in our later newscast as well. And there's some people that are very critical of the sheriff, and we're going to air that story in our 10 o'clock tonight. So a lot to watch.
Two sides to this story for sure, and maybe even more. Who knows?